Hello, welcome to Callum channel. My channel updates Liverpool news today. If this is your first time watching the video, don't forget to click subscribe. Former Liverpool midfielder Danny Murphy believes Virgil van Dijk cannot be considered as a better defender than Sergio Ramos until he wins more silverware. Virgil van Dijk must perform at the top level for a sustained period of time to be considered better than Real Madrid skipper Sergio Ramos, claims Liverpool hero Danny Murphy. Van Dijk is widely considered as one of the world's best defenders and was rewarded with the UEFA Men's Player of the Year award last month. But Murphy does not think Ramos gets enough credit for his glittering career for both club and his country, Spain. He said on Callum channel, "The perception of players sometimes is based on the personality, rather than their footballing ability, and I think that's happened with Ramos. I don't hear Ramos being talked about enough considering what he's done in the game and how good a player he is. To play at the top for as long as he has. 20 major honours, 2 European Championships with Spain, 1 World Cup, 4 Champions Leagues, he's played in 4 World Cups by the way, 4 league titles. He's probably one of the most decorated footballers on the planet." Okay, with Gerard Piqué at Barca, they've been fortunate that they've had each other to drive each other on and play together because they are two of the best. You know it's a bit of a rivalry with those two. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, Piqué, and Ramos. But I think when you've played nearly 700 games for Real Madrid, that says a hell of a lot about your personality and your discipline, your talent. 89 goals as well for a defender, I've got to add that, 89 goals. And don't forget, some of them have been huge goals. He's got 21 goals for Spain. This is a player that has continually stayed at the top level. This subject, him bringing it up because who's better? Who's better than Ramos? You would choose Van Dijk now, of course, but Van Dijk hasn't played at the top for as long as Ramos and won what he's won. Yes, Ramos gets sent off, he can be an absolute pain in the you-know-what. But I bet there's not many football supporters listening who wouldn't have wanted him in their team over the last 10 years. Sergio Ramos faced criticism following a collision with Mohamed Salah in the Champions League final between Real Madrid and Liverpool. Real Madrid icon Sergio Ramos has opened up on the perception he is football's dark arts master, and has alluded to infamous challenge on Liverpool's Mohamed Salah. The Spanish defender was widely criticized as his arm interlocked with the number 11 during the 2018 Champions League final. Ramos' tussle with Salah resulted in the Egyptian striker being substituted before half-time as Los Blancos claimed their 13th title with a 3-1 win. Speaking to the Callum channel, at the premiere of his new Amazon Prime documentary series, he alluded to the Kiev final. The World Cup winner said, "I respect everybody's opinion and it is true that sometimes people misjudge me. When I play against a tough rival it is the most thrilling thing that can happen to me and something that I look forward to. When you have to go against a nice forward player or striker you have this nice duel and of course inside the right context where you don't want to harm anyone, and with the right intention and the right heart. It is a game, you go to win and try to defend yourself but always inside you have respect." Liverpool have triggered an option to extend Joel Matip's contract. The Cameroon international penned a 4-year deal upon his arrival from Schalke on a free transfer in 2016. He has established himself as Virgil van Dijk's partner at the back after an impressive campaign last term. Matip's current terms were due to expire at the end of the season but Anfield Chiefs had an option to extend for a further year. According to The Athletic, Liverpool have triggered the clause, securing Matip until the summer of 2021. He is set to be rewarded with another fresh contract further down the line, however. Matip is one of 3 players next in the queue to earn new deals. James Milner, 33, leads the pack with his contract expiring at the end of the season. The utility man has held preliminary talks with Anfield bosses and more discussions are planned. He currently earns £120,000 a week, but the club will likely be reluctant to match those terms. Speaking in July, Milner admitted he was in the dark over his future. He said, "As it stands, last year we spoke to the club and asked them if they wanted to do something and they said not at that time. We haven't heard anything since, so that's where we are at. All I can do is concentrate on my football and do what I can. But in terms of where I am with my contract, that's what has happened." Georginio Wijnaldum is also set to be rewarded with improved terms after entering the final 2 years of his deal. The 28-year-old has started all 4 of Liverpool's Premier League fixtures this season. Liverpool have tied down a host of key players since January 2018, including Roberto Firmino, Mohamed Salah, Jordan Henderson, Sadio Mane, Joe Gomez, Andy Robertson, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. It was reported over the weekend that Virgil van Dijk had agreed a new contract. Liverpool, however, downplayed the claims because the Dutch defender is tied down until 2024.